Live and local with coverage you can count on. This is WNEM TV5 Wake Up.
Good morning, Mid-Michigan. Starting out with a live look over Bay City and Flint there, and be sure to bundle up because it is cold out. Thanks for waking up with WNEM TV5. It's 4:30. I'm Jamie Sherrod. Craig McMorris is off this morning, but joining me at the desk is meteorologist Chris Easlick, and it was the coldest day of the year yesterday. So as far as today goes, will it pretty much be the same? Or
yeah, I would say the same. Maybe a degree or two difference. That's going to be about it. We still have cold wind chills out the door this morning, and even our actual temperatures below zero in a lot of locations. So let's start right there. I think temperature is the big story and will continue to be over the next several days, even into the 7-day forecast. Not much relief here. A lot of temperatures this morning already below zero. It's 3 below in Saginaw, 5 below in Flint, 5 below in the Alma area, at 6 below in Clare. We're as low as 14 below in the Lapeer area. And these are actual temperatures. It feels like temperatures even colder than that. We're around 22 degrees below zero in the Oscoda area, 10 below in Bay City, 18 below in Saginaw. You get the idea. It's cold every single location in mid-Michigan this morning, and we do have wind chill advisories pretty much for the entire area until 10 a.m. today. Those advisories really don't mean anything as far as the temperatures. It's not going to impact you in a big way on the commute. It just tells you that you need to bundle up, and of course that frostbite can set in around 30 minutes or so. As far as your first warn 5 pinpoint Doppler radar goes, we are all dry this morning. No snow showers to worry about at this point for today. Just a very slight chance of an isolated flurry or snow shower going into the afternoon. That's really going to be about it. We have generally clear skies this morning and lots of sun expected again today. Day planner forecast shows you we're below zero through the morning hours, but eventually rise into the low teens this afternoon. We've got your complete breakdown for the rest of the week. That's coming up.
Thanks, Chris. As for your traffic conditions this morning, we did start with one accident in the Genesee County area. As you can see, that's right there at Saginaw Street and Baker Street. We will continue to follow this accident as well as that breakdown nearby. The frigid temperatures have claimed yet another water main. This one broke last night on Weiss Street near Heritage Park in Frankenmuth. Police are asking that you avoid this area while repairs are made. Recently, a water main break created water pressure issues in Owasso and a boil water advisory in Flint. Many people assume their pets are okay outside in the winter, especially if they have big coats of fur to keep them warm. But when temperatures drop well below freezing, they're at risk.
Pets can get frostbite, particularly on their ears and on their nose. And if they're smaller pets or short-haired pets, they can actually get hypothermia, where their body temperature drops. And so both of those are very dangerous.
If you plan on keeping your pets outside in the cold temps, it's important that they have a place to get out of the wind and stay dry. For this, a doghouse does the trick. Just make sure to put straw bedding inside. Even the bitter cold wasn't enough to keep kids from enjoying a sunny day outside during winter break. That was the case at the Portage Ice Rink on the west side of the state, where a family visiting from Minneapolis bundled up while taking a few laps to warm up.
You know, you start to feel a little bit warm. It doesn't feel so bad to be out here. We are going to go downtown, and we're going to try sledding today, too.
Comparing temperatures to Minnesota's negative 15-degree weather, the family says it's much warmer here. And remember, you can always get up-to-the-minute weather and traffic alerts all day long on your tablet or smartphone. Just download the TV5 mobile app. Headlines across Michigan. State police tried but failed to suspend a trooper for his use of a stun gun months before he fired a taser at a Detroit teen. Newly released records show Mark Besner was supposed to be suspended for 10 days in 2016 for firing his taser at a handcuffed man. But an arbitrator ruled in his favor. Besner is now charged with second-degree murder after 15-year-old Damon Grimes crashed an ATV and died after he was struck by a taser in August. The state is now trying to stop a court order that prevents the suspension of driver's licenses for those who can't afford traffic fines. The Secretary of State says a December 14th injunction by a Flint federal judge is, quote, a deep, unwarranted intrusion on Michigan's police powers. The judge said that due process rights of poor people are being violated when their licenses are suspended for failure to pay fines. But the state argues enough notice is given and that the judge offered no guidance on how courts should determine an inability to pay. And yesterday, a life-size version of Jumanji officially opened at the Otsego District Public Library. That's near Kalamazoo. It's a fully interactive game that costs $1 per person to play or $5 per family.
I think that this is a great event because it brings people into the library to visit who've maybe never been here before, and it also is a really fun ongoing activity that raises funds for our Early Literacy Center, and we are excited because when we've done this event in the past, we've brought in a lot of people from outside of our area as well.
The game is open during the library's normal business hours through January 18th. And on January 20th, there will be a special event with live animals.
It's just the fun of it, and it's tradition for me. I do it every year. My kids laugh at me and go, "Mom, aren't you exhausted from all the other shopping?"
But when there's a deal to be had, shoppers will come. The annual post-Christmas retail rush is underway as savvy shoppers head to stores for bargain prices. And they'll battle others looking to return or exchange those unwanted gifts. According to the National Retail Federation, nearly 2/3 of Americans made at least one return during the 26 holiday season. And similar numbers are expected this time around. TV5's Kate Nadolski visited a local Meijer for a look at the post-holiday rush.
It has not seemed to be a problem to be out and about.
Christmas is over, but the shopping is not. The day after Christmas is known for people flocking to the stores to make returns. And that's exactly what Karen Vargas was doing at Meijer in Saginaw. But she says things were a lot calmer than she expected.
I was really expecting it to be a lot busier. Pajamas didn't fit, so had to make a quick exchange and got something else, and it was really quite easy.
And if you're not making returns, there's still plenty of reasons to be at the store. For instance, just take a look at all of these sales. And you know what they say? It's never too early to start shopping for next year.
Wrapping paper, bows, like you said, and stuff for New Year's, everything. Yeah, all kinds of stuff, 50% off.
And that's just the start. Stockings, Christmas trees, nutcrackers, all things Christmas, and all half off. Donna Djokovic said she put that post-Christmas relaxation time on hold to cash in on some good deals.
I found a skirt and all kinds of stuff. And I'm getting ready to get some other Christmas stuff.
Yeah, it's something many do the day after Christmas to stock up for next year. And while the sales are good, Gretchen Comstock of Vassar says she'll sit this one out because her stockpile is still good for another year.
I stocked up last year, so I'm pretty good for this year.
So your stockpile from last year is still good?
Yeah. Yeah, I stocked up last year.
So it was worth it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Reporting in Saginaw, Kate Nadolski, WNEM TV5.
And it's a sad reality, but the holiday gifts that you plan on returning have a good chance of ending up in a landfill. Returned merchandise adds about 5 billion pounds of trash to landfills every year. That's according to Optoro, a firm that helps retailers manage returns. Americans return about $380 billion worth of goods every year, $90 billion of that during holidays. But only about half of returns make their way back to the shelves. The others are often damaged or their boxes are open, so they end up being resold to secondary retailers or just tossed away. TV5 News Time is 4:38. A fire on Christmas night sends dozens of families fleeing from their home. See why investigators were stunned when they learned the cause of it. And a new recall involving Michigan-grown apples, why it may be connected to an even bigger problem. Do you have an issue or topic that's got you steamed up? Then to the new TV5 rant line. That's 989-758-2177.